And hello everyone, welcome back to another C++ tutorial. So in this tutorial, we'll be discussing structs. And luckily for us, we actually already know what a struct is. Let's get started with something simple. I'm going to clean this up. And let's first create a class. Class enemy. And this class enemy just has a function called move, and this will just see out moved the enemy. There we go. Very basic, doesn't do much. Now let's do the same. We copy this, we just paste it here, and we change from enemy to player, and change this to player, and change class to struct. You'll notice everything here still works. Now first, let's go here and say enemy E and then player P. Okay. Let's go E.move and let's go P.move. Now this code right here will throw an error. The reason it will throw an error is because in enemy, since it's a class, by default, everything is private. And with a struct is the same thing as a class. However, by default, everything is public. We could also make things private if you want. We can just say private colon, and I will make it private as well. But by default, in a struct, everything is public by default. You don't need to add a public colon or public colon there. In a class, everything by default is private to the class unless specified otherwise with private. If we run this, it will work. If I just see pile here, move the enemy, move the player. But if I were to remove that public, it will throw an error because the player is now, or the enemy is now private, or the move function it is private. So you can think of a struct the same as a class, but if you have more things that by default should be public, then you could use a struct instead of a class. If you have more things that is private by default, you could possibly use a class. On the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Both of them are basically the same thing. Okay, and thank you all for watching. That's seriously all there is to structs and classes. And I'll see you all again in the next C++ tutorial.